here we are in the bathroom holding hands and helping each
Trying
other
not to look each other in the eye.
get it pushed out. Because there's a lot of this. This is a big turd, and we got a lot to get through.
Oh.
All right, so to re-go over, yes, the Warner drama has been still happening. Netflix trying to buy Warner, but in a shocking turn of events, the rumor that we alluded to last week happens to be true. Paramount is going to try a hostile takeover.
For a hostile, yeah.
Now you might go, "What's a hostile takeover, Rhett and Ross and Jason?"
Everyone.
What's a hostile takeover? Well, a hostile takeover is when you either take enough control of shares to control the board, or you work with investors who control the board. Is basically without the consent of the company, you either buy up enough shares or take enough control to reverse decisions happening in the board and just effectively take over the company without directly buying it, because Paramount really wants it. We've talked about some rumors and allusions to what's going on last week. We're not a news reporting group. We're just commenting. So I might get everything 100% wrong. But from what it seems like, the reception to Netflix buying it has been really poor. Netflix claims, despite the concerns of Hollywood, that this is going to be the downfall of classic Hollywood as we know it. They claim that they are committed to theatrical releases. I think this is just to assuade Hollywood, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. That's not really Netflix's model. I mean,
No.
I guess they could just say, "Hey, since we've got the studio, and we can release some things in theater," but I think what's going to happen is, if anything, they'll slowly start phasing that portion out if they do take over.
Yes. Despite that, in a shocking turn of events, despite the great evil, Hollywood has found themselves turning to the federal government, hoping that they will intervene. And hilariously, Hollywood is turning. It reminds me of like The Watchmen, where Rorschach's standing there, and they're like, the city cries out, "Save us!" and Donald Trump turns back and says, "No." More or less, it feels like from their perspective, they are appeasing old mustache man. Please save us. Please save Hollywood. And it's like, Trump is like, why would I save you guys? You all hate me.
You're not on board with MAGA. Screw you guys. Not going to do it.
His son-in-law apparently is a large investor in Paramount. So Trump rightly seems to be stepping back and saying, I'm not having any direct involvement in this. Even though he also can't help but make a comment of, if Paramount takes over, CNN has to change its leadership.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, so now you are stirring your stick in the mess. All right. Regardless, Hollywood is very upset and very paranoid about what the future is going to hold for old Hollywood. And it doesn't look good.
Hollywood way.
But we'll see if Paramount, who everybody hated and what I was implying was the worst thing ever and part of the Yahtzee party, is now suddenly the great savior who needs to buy Warner in a hostile takeover. Hilariously enough, in the deal, Netflix fully expressed that they had no interest in CNN and no interest in their gaming division. Specifically, they cared so little about Warner Brothers games that it wasn't even calculated in the price.
Oh my Lord.
They did not care about Warner games.
They're not a gaming company.
No. But Warner, as you recall, made the Arkham games, and they made the Shadow of Mordor and stuff. So they had made some stuff, despite the recent horrific failure of Suicide Squad. But Netflix cared so little that they didn't even put it in the value of buying Warner.
So, if Netflix does buy Warner, if that does go through, and because Warner Games made Shadow of Mordor and that stuff. Could Netflix make a Shadow of Mordor movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course, I don't know
I
if
mean,
they
who knows what
own.
the deals were.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if they own. I think Warner Games still owns the IP for making games. It's hard to say. I know Warner doesn't necessarily own the IP for making new movies. They do own distribution, but these are details I don't have. Well, didn't the recent animated movie that was Ride of the Rohirrim, wasn't that Warner?
It was.
Yeah, so I think they could. Regardless,
Yeah, I don't see why they couldn't. Yeah.
Regardless, they really don't care. As of this article, Netflix sees no value in Warner Brothers games, but are super excited to exploit the properties they've built. Look forward to that, everybody.
I love the way they say that. It heartens me and gives me tons of confidence.
Well, if you care about the brands. Bob Iger raised flags about Netflix Warner Brothers Discovery deals' impact on consumers because Bob Iger really cares about you.
Yeah, so why'd you buy Fox, you fucking asshole?
To read this, and I quote, I think if I were a regulator looking at this combination, I'd look at a few things. First of all, I would look at what impact is on the consumer. I think he's worried that Netflix is going to have so much leverage on the market. Disney is going to be second fiddle in most regards.
Yeah, they scared, baby.
Shifting on. Actually, I don't think I queued. I thought I had another bit of news for the Warner Discovery stuff. It doesn't matter. There's been a bunch of drama with Call of Duty. Apparently, Black Ops was received so poorly that they put out an apology. Activision and promised to not do back-to-back releases anymore year to year and focus on making the games better and more meaningful and not incremental, because the recent Black Ops was very poorly received. People are not happy with it. And apparently it is sold so poorly, Ross, that they are giving it away for free to play for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Please take our game and play it.
It's also being heavily discounted. Heavily discounted during the holiday season. So that should tell you Black Ops went over really well with consumers.
Wow.
I can already...
Holy God.
I know. I can already read the comment. Black Ops is great, you guys. It's fine. If you like it, I'm just telling you what's going down.
Yeah.
Apparently, despite the massive successes of Wicked and the huge China obsession with our Zootopia 2, 2025 is going to actually come out worse than 2024, which was already a bad year.
Not surprising.
For 2025 to catch up to 2024, it will have to make roughly 675 million more before the end of the year. So, yes, it's not even outperforming an otherwise poor year last year. Apparently, when all is said and done, it looks like Zootopia 2's China's end will probably amount to something like 500 million. That's how big a chunk China.
Good God.
Yeah. Well, let me remind you, Ross, Joker made $1 billion without China.
Everything about that movie shouldn't have worked as well as it did.
And it worked.
Super good. Shockingly well.
Yep. An interesting story in the comic book world. Despite making billions from Miles Morales, Marvel is paying the original artist and co-creator nothing in royalties.
Oh.
Sarah
Jesus.
Pichelli is getting 0 royalties for the Miles Morales character.
Wow.
And she
Once
recently
again, Marvel,
expressed
best company.
she recently expressed how poorly Marvel treats people on royalties. But this is not new. They've have a history of basically stiffing people on royalties with other characters as well.
Oh, yeah.
It was probably written into the contract with her in such a way that
Sean.
if it took off, all the proceeds go to Marvel.
Um,
I'm not saying that that's right, but I'm saying that that's probably what the contract was written as.
well, not in for each individual character. They're probably all under the same contract that just Marvel owns
Well, yeah,
all the stuff.
right.
Moving on, Jimmy Kimmel is signed on for another year. He gets renewed.
Well, that's too bad.
And he alluded to retiring, so it looks like he's going to stick around. His numbers aren't good enough to justify sticking around, which is probably why they did a
No.
temporary year, just so that it looks good because of recent controversy.
Yep. They probably, if they canned him this year, people would have said, "Oh, you're caving to MAGA."
Or Trump or something. Because Trump is
Yeah.
such a dictator that he got it canceled. Oh, wait, Jimmy Kimmel's fine. He's on the air.
Yeah.
Oh. He had the weekend off.
Looks like Men in Black 5 is in development as Sony hopes it'll get Will Smith to return. Will Smith has nothing going on. He will happily come back.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I mean,
What, you think Will Smith has got enough like credit in the bag?
I'm not saying that he doesn't have something that would keep him from it. I could see him just saying, "No, I'm not doing it."
Jason, he tried to release an album recently and nobody cared.
Yeah, did you know that? Did you remember he released an album? I remember.
Nope.
Hey, Silver, you want to watch something funny? He did a surprise concert where he sang one of his songs in front of a live crowd in the street, and no one responded. The crowd gathered, and no one acted like the song was good at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
With all of the controversy and drama around him, he really needs to get back in the limelight and remind everybody why we like his inoffensive black guy antics.
Which begs the question, if he's so irrelevant now, why would Sony want him back?
Because nothing makes money for Sony except PlayStation 5, and that market's also dying. That's why.
Jason, he's desperate for attention. He showed up
That's
on.
true. You're right.
He showed up on a streamer's stream. That's right.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
He showed up on a Twitch streamer. He just opened the door in the background and showed up. It was like, "Hey, it's Will Smith, everybody." It's like, so have you lowered yourself so much that you're going on the streamer's channel? Really?
Yeah. I didn't realize he was that desperate.
No, he's desperate. He's desperate.
Yeah. He'll say yes, Sony, don't worry about it. You've got him in the bag. Now, whether or not you want him on the show, that's a completely different question.
Well, just make a joke where he gets punched by an alien or something.
Yeah.
Gets slapped or whatever.
The alien punches him and that's all he's just a cameo.
Bring in Chris Rock, the alien or something, and he slaps Will Smith on the show.
It'd be amazing.
Hell yeah.
That would be so funny.
It'll go over better.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So there's a big deal, which I don't have a huge amount of detail, but it's worth bringing up. So Disney signed a large, massive deal with OpenAI. Now, if you recall, AI has been using proprietary brand to train their AI in order to recreate copywritten material. And I guess Disney got ahead of this and signed a deal with OpenAI in order to control the copywritten material that's being produced by AI.
Okay.
So this deal allows for OpenAI to distribute to basically use Disney properties, which they registered like some 200 something properties and characters and stuff, to be able to use OpenAI to recreate in an AI, which caused a massive response. Oh, by the way, part of the deal is Disney also invested $1 billion into OpenAI.
Oh, uh-oh.
Wow.
A lot of creators and artists responded really poorly because this looks like Disney, who hires a bunch of artists, not just hand artists, but voice and all these other sorts of things, as embracing AI to replace everything. And the Writers Guild of America got also really upset about Disney's OpenAI deal, deal to embrace OpenAI. The consequences and ramifications and all the ins and outs of this, I do not have it, but the response has been very poor from Hollywood because it looks like Hollywood's future, whether you're a writer or an artist or an actor, is in question. AI is here to replace you.
Yep.
And Disney embracing it is a bad sign if you're in that realm.
Yeah, it's a little scary.